I'm here in Lakewood, where City Council elections are coming up this November. On the surface, it looks like democracy in action. But if you check the history, you'll notice something troubling. Once someone gets on the council, that person almost never gets voted out. Lakewood became a city in 1996, with 7 council members serving 4-year terms. Every 2 years, 3 or 4 out of the 7 come up for re-election, and in nearly 30 years, only once have incumbents actually lost, in the election of November 6, 2001, when 2 sitting members were defeated. That's it. So why do council members stay so long? Maybe they love public service. Maybe they see it as a stepping stone. Or maybe it's a paycheck, around $20,000 a year, more if you're the mayor or deputy mayor. Not bad as a side hustle. Remember that if a council member happens to leave mid-term, the voters don't get to elect their replacement. The council decides. Sometimes that's temporary and healthy, like when Helen McGovern filled in after Doug Richardson moved up to the Pierce County Council in 2012. She didn't run afterwards, so voters got a real choice in the 2013 elections. But more often, the replacements stick. Patty Bell in 2021 and Trestin Loricella in 2023 were both council chosen. Bell won the 2021 election, having the incumbents' advantage, and in 2025 she is running unopposed. In the 2023 election, Loricella got nearly 3/4 of the vote. He was originally appointed because Linda Farmer didn't complete her term. She leveraged her council seat into becoming Pierce County Auditor. Her early exit meant that it was the council, not the voters, who chose her replacement. This is where Lakewood starts to look less like an open democracy and more like Brezhnev's Politburo, a closed circle where insiders control succession and the public just ratifies what's already been decided. Stability of leadership, continuity above all else, just minus the portraits of geriatric men in Moscow. And yet, even in Lakewood, the old guard is beginning to fade. Mary Moss and Jason Whalen are finally stepping aside. But their replacements will actually constitute just another new stage in this succession. Take Philip Lindholm. Endorsed by 3 former mayors, he's already part of the system. In reality, that new chapter for Lakewood that he's been talking about is actually one from a very old playbook. However, if you look at Lindholm's record, he tends not to stick with things for too long. For him, Lakewood is probably a stepping stone to higher things. If new opportunities crop up, he'd likely leave the city council like a shot. And once again, the voters wouldn't be the ones to choose his replacement. The council would. So here's the reality. Elections in Lakewood don't lead to change. Once council members are in, they're in, unless they quit, die or move on, in which case the council gets to pick their replacement. It's democracy, Lakewood style. Part ballot box, part Politburo. As November approaches, Lakewood's residents should ask, are they really electing their council in a democratic election, or just watching a managed succession play out year after year?